Green Bay is already one of the best teams in the NFC. With Parsons, they just got even better. Those first-rounders, they're not going to be top 10 picks. They're probably going to be in the late 20s, maybe even the 30s. That's not franchise-changing value. That's just dart throws. And then there's Kenny Clark. Yes, he's a solid veteran. Yes, he's been to Pro Bowls. But let's be honest, he's not the same player he was 3 or 4 years ago. His run-stopping ability has declined. His sack numbers have dipped. At 29 years old, he's closer to the back end of his career than the front. Compare that to what Dallas gave up, a 25-year-old pass rusher in his prime, leading the NFL in pressures the last 2 seasons, a guy you can't even game plan against because he lines up everywhere. That's not equal value. That's desperation. But here's the kicker. Jerry Jones didn't sell it that way. On the surface, it sounds convincing, but when you look deeper, it falls apart. Kenny Clark actually graded worse against the run than Parsons last season. Draft capital? Again, late firsts rarely land you elite defenders. And saying this helps Dak? How? Taking away his defense just puts more pressure on him. Dallas basically gift-wrapped him to Green Bay. So while Jerry was spinning this as a win, the reality was clear. Dallas just lost the one piece that gave them any chance of competing with San Francisco or Philadelphia in the NFC. But the bigger question now is, what does this mean on the field? How do the Cowboys look without Parsons? And can they even survive defensively without their superstar? The first question every Cowboys fan asked after the trade was simple. What does this team even look like without Micah Parsons? And the truth? Completely different. Let's start with the numbers. In 2023, Micah Parsons led the NFL with 103 quarterback pressures. Even in games where he didn't register a sack, he completely altered the flow of the offense. He drew double teams, forced quarterbacks into mistakes, and made the Cowboys secondary look a lot better than it really was. Take Parsons out of the equation, and suddenly this defense collapses in on itself. The pass rush goes from terrifying to average. The secondary, Trevon Diggs, Darren Bland, they're now exposed without that relentless pressure up front. This isn't speculation. Vegas odds makers dropped Dallas's Super Bowl odds the same day the trade was announced, from 50 to 1 to 60 to 1. That's how much the market respects Parsons' impact. One player moved the betting line. But it's not just numbers and odds. It's the psychology inside that locker room. Parsons wasn't just their best player. He was their tone setter, the guy who brought fire, swagger, and belief. Without him, who's the leader? DeMarcus Lawrence is aging. Dak leads the offense, but he can't rally the defense. Suddenly, the Cowboys don't have an alpha on that side of the ball, and players notice. Insiders say several Dallas defenders were stunned by the move. That's devastating, because once a locker room starts to lose belief, it shows up on Sundays. This wasn't just trading away a player. This was trading away your identity. And for Cowboys fans, it's a painful flashback, because the last time they let a generational pass rusher walk, his name was DeMarcus Ware. And what happened? Ware went to Denver and won a Super Bowl. And now, with Micah Parsons gone, history may be about to repeat itself. So while Dallas stumbles into the season with a broken defense and a fractured locker room, the question becomes, what exactly did the Packers gain by landing Parsons? And how much scarier does this make Green Bay heading into 2025? While Cowboys fans were left devastated, Packers fans were partying like it was draft night. And honestly, they had every reason to. Because adding Micah Parsons doesn't just improve Green Bay, it transforms them. If you're a Cowboys fan, I want to hear from you. Was Jerry Jones right to think long-term, or did he just destroy the team's shot at a Super Bowl? And Packers fans, do you believe Micah Parsons is the missing piece? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate isn't ending anytime soon. And if you want more deep dives into the biggest shocks and what-ifs in NFL history, make sure you hit subscribe, because this story, it's just getting started.